Professor Tetsushi Sonobe, Dean of the Asian Development Bank Institute. It's great to be able to interview you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here.
We are in the midst of this vitality here in Baku. On a regular basis, we hear about some new decisions, about new pledges, some new piece of information always coming our way. But your focus in terms of research, amongst many other things, is centered on the vulnerable communities and the challenges that they are facing in the context of climate change. And you've been here in Azerbaijan, you attended many think tank organized events. What's your feeling about the developments that are taking place here?
Yeah, so it's really nice to see that so much energy. Look at this huge number of people flying from the faraway places to discuss the climate action, the solution, and finance. So, and then they are sharing lots of new ideas, and then we did that kind of thing too, the think tanks. And then my think tank called the ADB Institute itself held altogether five joint events. And out of five, three are joined with local universities in this city. And then we had a very nice discussion with students, mainly about vulnerable developing countries' situations and the possible solutions to make the situation better.
Special emphasis during this COP has been placed on the circumstances enveloping small island developing countries in the Pacific, and there are a great number of challenges, of course.
Yes.
In terms of your research, what are the main findings there? Just beyond money, beyond the necessity of raising money, what are other innovative ways which could be used in order to help those islands?
Yes, for those small island and developing state, the maybe first things to do is develop the early warning system, and also for quick disbursement of the aid money. So the new very innovative insurance system. Those things are maybe first things to do for them.
And today's focus is food security, agriculture, water, and what we have noticed during the events here so far, that it is vital to empower farmers for them to be able to face some of the challenges when it comes to food security, and in particular the practicable use of agricultural practices. What are the latest developments in that field? What are the most innovative mechanisms that your think tank has been working on?
Maybe two fronts. One is to improve the smallholder farmers' productivity, improve agricultural practices, and also their marketing capability and management capabilities. That will improve their livelihood very much, as well as their reduce their dependence on natural capital like forests. So it will improve both their livelihood and also the stopping deforestation.
Indeed. When we look at this challenge that we are facing globally, we notice that the worst impacts of climate change are felt by certain communities in a way that other communities are not feeling it. We notice this dichotomy between developed and developing countries. To what extent research could be conducive to reflect on those differences and find a solution which will be applicable to all countries?
I think there is no solution applicable to all countries. So the researchers, international organizations, and other groups should work on the individual cases, and but of course similarities. So we can use idea from other solutions, but basically we need to have lots of research.
And do you find the role of global think tanks sufficiently good enough? Because here at COP29 we always talk about inclusive process, involving practitioners, researchers, politicians, people from different generations. Do you find discussion here inclusive, in particular in the context of the involvement of global think tanks?
Yes. So here, main players are, of course, what is called party, so government, negotiators.
Sure.
So they are talking about the amount of money, right, for
Yes.
climate finance. But at the same time, we here in this venue, lots of nice ideas and possible solutions, and also the new, attempts. Like, for example, ADB, Asian Development Bank, launched the new project with the countries in this region to, solve the, great risk, address the great risk of the consequences from those glacial melts.
Yes.
Yes, because glaciers may keep water, right? And then gradually they supply water for agriculture and drinking water and others, right? But if the glacier melt, and then you have lots of huge floods, and then eventually the huge shortage of water for agriculture. That will directly affect food security and also water and sanitation problems. So to stop the glacial melt, it may be difficult,
Yes,
but there are ways to adapt to that kind of change. Like but that will include lots of infrastructure development, but not just bring infrastructure, but bring quality infrastructure, durable, high quality, and digital, so that the data are automatically generated. So that kind of things are being discussed and promised, and then actually lots of feasible studies are going on. So lots of hope. Right? So while the negotiators, because negotiators and then people want to know how much money. But of course, if you were asked, if you learn, $1 trillion, then what the people think would be only two type views. One is, why not more?
Yes.
The another is, why so much? So I think that way of simplification of just talking about the amount of money is, I think, counterproductive, because that will divide the world. But actually, there are lots of nice things are happening.
Yes,
So if the people from the rich countries learn those nice new ideas and attempts, they would be happy to contribute more, or they may find more business opportunity in adaptation, mitigation actions.
Yes.
Then the more private sector money will go into climate action finance.
Yes.
So I think those things should be emphasized, and the think tanks, global think tanks, are very happy to spread good news to the world.
Well, Professor, thank you very much indeed. Grateful.
Thank you very much.